Consequently, he said, the one who throws the people is not necessarily the strong. That is, the powerful who throws the people is not necessarily the strong. But the strong is he who controls himself during anger. This is the one who is really strong, he who restrains himself during anger. The messenger used to get angry, but he would not vent it except if the anger is for the sake of Allah, the Mighty and Sublime. He was lenient and never retaliated for himself despite the difficulties he faced from the people. But if the sanctity of Allah, the Mighty and Sublime, is broken, he gets angry for the sake of Allah and not for himself. He would forbear, forgive, and be nice to the one who has angered him because of his saying. But whoever forgives and makes reconciliation, his reward is due from Allah. So this is the medication for anger. Firstly, as much as possible, do not get angry. Secondly, when you get angry, do not express it. Rather, you should exercise patience, endurance, and forbearance. Hadith 17. May Allah be pleased with him, reported that Allah's Messenger said, Allah has preordained kindness over all things, so when you kill, kill properly, and when you slaughter, slaughter properly. You should sharpen your razor and give a sense of ease to what you slaughter. Allah's Messenger said, Allah has prescribed kindness that is obligated. Allah the Exalted has obligated kindness towards all things, and from that are these issues. So when you kill, kill properly, and when you slaughter, slaughter properly. Ihsan could be between a servant and his lord, and between the servant and people, and between the servant and the beast. As for ihsan between the servant and his lord, it is the highest level of the religion, and that is by his worshipping his lord as though he sees him, and not join partners in worship with him, to fear him and hope in him. It had preceded in the hadith of Gabriel that he asked the Prophet about al-ihsan, and he answered that al-ihsan is that you worship Allah as though you see him, for even though you cannot see him, he still sees you. This is ihsan between the servant and his Lord, and it means perfection of worship. It is said, ahsana ash-shay, when he perfects it, and when he is good at it, so you perfect worship regarding that which you and Allah, the Mighty and Sublime, by giving sincerity to Allah. Glorious is he and following the Messenger. As for ihsan between the servant and people, that is through reciprocating good with them, and overlooking their faults, and giving charity to the needy among them. Thus he extends benefit to them through speech and action, and relates with them in a nice manner, perfecting relations with them as ordered by Allah and His Messenger. Likewise, ihsan between a person and the beast by feeding the hungry amongst them, and providing water for the thirsty, easing their pains. If it is hurt, he cares for it. This is with regards to the non-rapacious beasts. Even the dogs he, peace and blessings be upon him, said regarding them, while a dog wandered around a well almost put to death by thirst, one of the prostitutes among the children of Israel saw it. So she removed her footwear and provided it water, and for that she was forgiven. The prostitute is the one who engages in illicit sexual intercourse, and illicit sexual intercourse is the worst and most abominable sin, apart from joining partners with Allah. In another version, it says, while a man was walking, he became severely thirsty, so he descended a well, drank from it, and came out. Suddenly he saw a dog breathing laboriously, licking the sand out of extreme thirst. And he said to himself, the like of what touched me has certainly affected this. He soaked his footwear, held it with his mouth, and climbed out and provided the dog with water. So Allah showed grace on him and forgave him. They, the companions, may Allah be pleased with them, asked, O Messenger of Allah, do we have rewards regarding the treatment of beasts? He answered, regarding every fresh liver-bearing creature, there is reward. Hence, it is obligatory that you show kindness to the beast as you do to humans. He's saying, when you kill following the laws of retribution or prescribed punishments, kill properly. When any person among the people deserves being killed according to the rulings on retribution or legal punishment, such should be treated kindly in the killing. He should not be punished before the killing. Neither should he be killed using a blunt instrument or a device that will punish him. The person carrying out the killing should rather be quick with it and complete the killing.